Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Twin States News. I'm Nicole Menner. The final weekend of the regular season won't come easy for the Mississippi State baseball team. Not only do their postseason hopes rely on this final stretch, but it'll be the #1 Florida Gators coming to Starkville for the weekend. Coach Henderson gave us his thoughts on the team.
Well, it's an older club. You know, it's a talented club. It's an older club. They've got some solid balance. They've got real power in the lineup, real experience in the starting rotation, legitimate frontline SEC bullpen closer. It's a good team, obviously. It's a good team. They were good last year, and they returned a lot of players, and they're playing at a high level. The most important game is your next game, and yeah, we need to play well. And so, to answer your question again, you're very much black and white. You're very much direct. The kids know as much as you do in terms of the repercussions or implications and all that. And you need to play well. We need to get some wins.
Meanwhile, the Ole Miss softball team will open play in the NCAA Regional with Long Beach State on Friday night. Arizona State and New Mexico are also in the regional, and if the Rebs are able to get past round 1 and meet with Arizona State, that'll be a familiar matchup because Ole Miss defeated ASU last year in regional play.
It gives a sense of calmness because we've already played them, so we kind of already know what they got. They're supposed to be a better team this year, but definitely playing somebody that we've already played before. It gives us a sense of calmness, not too eager or too excited or just anxious to play like we've played them before, so we should be calm.
I just know that the ball is in our court. Like we control our own destiny, so we're going to get as far as we want to get and as far as we work hard and perform the way that we need to. That's how far we'll get.
All right, a quick check-in on NBA playoffs. After the Celtics dominated the Cavs in Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Cavs were looking for redemption and trying to even things out last night. But entering the night, the Celtics were 8-0 on their home court this postseason. And last night, that number would turn to 9. In what was an especially physical game, the Celtics used the third quarter to surge past the Cavs, 107-94, taking the 2-0 series lead. Game 3 isn't until Saturday night, so quite the break there. But in the meantime, Game 2 between the Rockets and Warriors is tonight going on right now. Golden State leads that series 1-0. Have you ever wanted to go back to high school and live out your glory days all over again? Well, one 25-year-old was recently arrested in Texas for doing just that. 25-year-old Sydney Gilstrap Portley posed as a 17-year-old at Hillcrest High School, where he dated a 14-year-old and even played on the basketball team.
Unfortunately, this was a perfect storm where when we had the issue of the Hurricane Harvey in the Houston area, he took advantage of that and portrayed himself as a victim of that event and enrolled himself in one of our schools. Student safety is the most important thing, and when you have an adult in with students like this, is inappropriate and unacceptable. So it's going to cause us to go back and look, was there anything we could have done to prevent this situation?
You know,
very disturbing.
Very weird, not really something that happens too often, not really sure how it happened.
Luckily it doesn't happen too often because it is creepy.
I mean, it's one thing to play on the basketball team, but to be dating a freshman.
It happened because he said he was homeless, and so he was able to go back and use some of those rules to get back into school.
And it was during Hurricane Harvey, so he kind of took advantage of that. All around, not a good situation.
Not at all.
Bad.